founder of the Jackie Robinson Fortitude Award, to make the presentation. Please welcome Mr. DeWitt Lee to the stage.
Wow, what a beautiful crowd. So many incredible things shared tonight. Great to share with you all. Can we first please give a big thank you to Mr. Warren Salmon.
Yeah.
I mean it. For bringing First Fridays to places around the city. Many times hidden jewels. Places we should know about. Business operated by our community, for our community. And so we thank you, Warren, for just moving us around the town. I also like to extend my gratitude and thanks to our hosts tonight. Please continue to clap and applause for Patricia and Moses. I know a lot of what it has taken to be here. And through your fortitude, your hard work, and God's grace, it's a true honor to be able to stand in your manifestation. It truly is. So to the reason we are all still in this beautiful place tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Downer is in the building. I don't know if you caught on to that. The brother's here. And he didn't come alone. Greetings. So nice to see you. Nathan Downer, the co-anchor of Toronto's most watched local newscast, ladies and gentlemen. CTV News at noon. And if you missed that, you catch him at 6 reporting about the 6. Fresh off another powerful performance, delivering the news with such skill and dignity on live TV in only the 4th largest market in North America. No big deal. Coming here tonight and actually watching you on TV doing your thing, I reflected it was like watching a professional athlete do what they love to do and do it well on the biggest stage performing. So what you do is you perform under pressure. To put it plain, what he does makes what I'm doing right now look a lot easier. I mean, think about it. He sits in front of a camera that captures everything and then shares it with everyone in real time. There's no do-overs. He's officially in what you could call the spotlight. Now, who here has ever been under the spotlight? Not really. Just like these lights here tonight. It's different from normal lights. These lights are deliberate. They're focused right on you. And without a break in his stride, he walks up to that desk, sits down, and delivers the news under that spotlight. Breaking news without breaking a sweat. I don't know how he does it. He does it with such confidence that it exudes through the TV screen. And we are impacted, whether we admit it or not. Seeing him on TV does something to our minds. A small shift takes place. And the more you see it, the more shifting happens. For us, for our children, seeing him on TV means something. It does something. And we can never thank him enough for what he does. Put your hands together, quickly. Thank you. Reaching and researching him reaching these pinnacles in his career and his journey. Something stood out. All that he does, he just goes up. He just goes up. Finds a way to rise to the top of whatever game he is in. And having the last name of Downer, something weird about me thought that was ironic. That this man would go up and up and up. One thing that hit me pretty hard, the moment he said yes, he would accept this distinction tonight. The gravity of this moment hit me. You know, for 6 years, Warren and I have had the true pleasure and privilege to share this award with people who are very accomplished, which means they're usually kind of aged. It takes time for greatness to take place. Except, of course, our very first recipient, Mr. Warren Sandman, who somehow finds a way to stay in his 40s.
Yeah.
But for Mr. Downer, seriously, to receive this award tonight, now, while he's still in his prime, speaks volumes. Most of the recipients, like I said, are people that have helped shape this space, especially in media. And Mr. Downer, as far as we all can see, there's still a few pages in the history books for you to leave your accomplishments in. One of them, of course, will be a full picture of you. Right? Gotta have a full picture of you, man. Give it up for this handsome brother. Is this brother not handsome? I'm man enough to call this man handsome. Okay? That's what we gotta do now. We gotta celebrate each other. No, we gotta have a picture. Come on, man. We gotta have a picture page for you, sir. But what I mean is the story's not done. And we get to watch it get written sentence by sentence, right from our living room, or whatever room for that matter, with the TV in it. You've done it all. I mean, tonight's award is for longevity of excellence in media, but my friend, you've created a new category, which is multimedia. From your humble beginnings covering sports to your debut on radio, which led you up to the historic role as news director at Flow 93.5. I just want to know what city I'm in. Thank you, Gwendolyn.
Gwyneth.
Gwyneth. I know. I have a Gwendolyn. I have a Gwyneth. I have a Gwendolyn. Forgive me, Gwyneth. It's so profound. I love you. So back to TV reporting, live at the scene. Many of those scenes are crime scenes. It takes bravery to do that. You may forget. This is I just dawned on it. I'm like, it's still a very serious situation, and you're putting yourself there. And you know what? You being there matters too. And every time any community sees you there, it's warming, it's welcoming, and it has an impact. You've honed your craft in writing for the Raptors, even an announcer at Toronto Argo games. Nothing he hasn't done. He's honed his craft from the best who ever do it. And tonight, his name is chiseled and among the best in media from our community. A list that includes many great men. But near the top of that list, there's a woman, Mary Ann Shad Carey. And being that it's Women's History Month, which is basically a continuation of Black History Month for me, we just now focus on our mothers and our mentors. And give it up, by the way, for the women, the powerful women in this room and the mighty women in our lives. Mary Ann Shad Carey is many powerful things, just as you are, Mr. Downer. From the Fugitive Slave Act in 1850 in the United States, it threatened to return free northern blacks and escaped slaves into bondage. Shad and her brother moved to Canada, settled in Windsor, Ontario. This is where her symbolic effort to create free black settlements in Canada began. She ran an anti-slavery newspaper, which of course took great courage, called the Provincial Freeman, which made her the first female editor in North America, and the first black woman publisher in North America, and the first woman publisher in Canada. And that's just the tip of her legacy. See, you see, we have to connect these contributions when we start talking about leaders in media that help shape where we are today. Not only do we have to connect it, we have to preserve it. Most importantly, for the next generation that's going to look up and out for examples of who did it. And thankfully, we have so many, including Mr. Downer, to point them to. People who have given so much of their gift to a craft and to a city that they will live forever in it. And I can easily take up the rest of this night to cover the things that you've covered, sir. But I believe there's a couple very important things that we need to learn from you. The first thing is never fear the spotlight. Embrace it. Thrive in it and respect it. The second thing, never be afraid to ask a hard question. For years, he has had to ask the tough question because we deserve the truth, and that's where it lies. As a reporter for Global TV, he's earned 3 Radio, Television, Digital News Association Awards, including a National Piece for a Feature Story. So those tough questions, get used to asking them. They will unlock so much truth that's hiding in your life that your future self may thank you later. I know personally for myself, asking that woman on the streetcar for her phone number definitely changed my life and was the toughest question I've ever had to ask. What's your phone number? That's it. So it gives me great pleasure to call up Mr. Warren Salmon, who will be calling up Mr. Goodwill, Mr. Malvern, Mr. Varsity Blue, Mr. CTV, Mr. Global, my role model, our very own Mr. Downer, to receive his award. Mr. Salmon.
Woo! All right.
So, I'd like to invite you to the stage.
There he is.
Hey.
So, on behalf of First Fridays and the Black Voter Base, it gives us great pleasure to present you with this Jackie Robinson Fortitude Award for excellence in the media.
The World Cup. This is fantastic. I'm going to speak for big round of applause for DeWitt Lee first. How do you follow him? And Warren Salmon. I just want to say first off, I'm humbled. I thank you very much. I worked my butt off, that is true, and I continue to work hard. I heard a few comparisons to athletes, and when you talk about the continued success, Pinball Clemens says something that resonates with me daily. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So I'm constantly trying to improve.
Wow.
I've been asked my girlfriend, Raisha. I still watch the show daily, my own show, scrutinizing my own work to improve. When you met me 20 years ago, I wasn't all that in the business. I was just starting out, but I knew that I wasn't all that. And I knew that I had to get better and improve. I thought I could, but it does take hard work. So this is a really lovely pat on the back.
Yes.
And it means a lot coming from my own people.
Yes.
I was at Shin for a reason, at Flow for a reason. Like many of you, you probably have mixed feelings about the media, and I was the same way. I didn't love it. There were things that I liked about it, there were a lot of things I didn't like about it, and I was taught if you don't like something about it, do something, get involved.
Yes.
You don't like the establishment, get involved, do something, and make some sort of change. And that's what I'm trying to do on a daily basis. I was sent an email actually asking me a bunch of questions. I don't think I answered them at all. One of the questions I was asked is women who inspire me. And I said pretty much all who are accomplished inspire me. The women that we're speaking today, hugely inspirational, all of you. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. And the men that got up on this stage, it reminded me of me when I was grinding, as my son would say, going to First Fridays every week, networking. I wanted to do my 1 minute, which I've done many times for First Fridays. And what's my 1 minute? Same as yours. Nathan.Downer@bellmedia.ca. We need you as experts to be in our newscast. I've done presentations for the JCA, for the CABL, for ABLE, the Alliance. Some of these organizations don't exist anymore. But the challenge that I have is trying to find smart people like yourselves who can give me their contact information. And when the time comes, we need to do a story, and we need you to be in that story. We need you to be available so that my son can see professionals on television talking about something other to do, or that has nothing to do with crime or some other so-called issue. We want bright minds who are experts in their field who can be available. And I'm telling you, when I contact people in other communities, they jump at the opportunity and take advantage of it. And it's great to see that we're getting off the sidelines, getting involved. This is our city.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
I was also asked about the challenges I faced, racism, etc. To be quite frank, in Toronto, there's no excuse for any of us to not succeed. You don't see Bev Salmon sitting in the back there?
Yeah.
These are the pioneers that have paved the way for us.
Yes.
There's no more excuses. For me, the biggest challenge is always just yourself. Don't put any limits on yourself.
Yeah.
We can all do anything we put our minds to.
Exactly.
I came out of nowhere. That, you're absolutely right. No one knew who the hell I was back then, but I thought I could make it. There was no. I came from Malvern. My parents instilled that in me, that you're going to be successful in whatever you do. That's just mandatory.
Yeah.
My parents are not surprised one bit, just like your mom's not surprised one bit. They fully expected it. In fact, they still expect more. Is that it? What else are you doing? How are you making a difference?
I like that.
Exactly. I also have to say, I mean, again, I'm impressed with everyone here, so please give me your contact information. I also have to give a shout out to my girlfriend. She's the best dental hygienist in the country. So if you want to get your teeth clean, see how white the teeth look? Although anyway, I wish I could talk all day, honestly. I gotta come back to First Fridays, and please, once again, send me your contact information. I was there with the CABJ before you were even a part of it, or even had anything to do with the media business, but if you need my help, just let me know.
Want to bring up your girlfriend? Me? Yeah. Could you go up, please?
Really?
Yes.
Why is Gwen Chapman asking for that?
What do you want to know?
Isn't she lovely?
Yes, she is. That's what I want to know.
Also an inspiration.
Wow. Amazing.
That's
Thank
this
you.
is my moment. So this up with my angels. I think you've all heard enough. Thanks so much for coming. Much appreciated. Keep up the great work, and thanks so much for this award. I do appreciate this as a bit of a pat on the back.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
Woo! Good job. Yes.
It's difficult to give up microphones.
Give me that mic. All right, once again, let's hear it for Mr. Nathan Downer. Very well deserved. And Nathan's been no stranger to First Fridays. Like I said, I met him before he was famous, and